I have so many friends that like nice things. They always get mad at me because I put out a lot of content about this and I don't do a good enough job, so I'm gonna try to be better about it. The reason I talk about buying things is because if you really know, if like you grew up for 25 years, 40 years, like reading car books and going to it and it was your grandfather's thing, like it makes all the sense in the world when you get to financial memes that you want a Lamborghini. What I'm worried about, no different than buying an NFT or anything else, are the people who are buying it to disguise the actual truth. They're using it as a proxy for their insecurity. It's how I'm gonna get the girl because I'm insecure. It's how people are gonna think I'm successful because they don't. It's all that stuff. I get worried about that because I know that's not a sustainable model for happiness, and I talk about that. You know, investing in yourself comes in a lot of forms. You know, it's one thing to say, don't buy a Starbucks for $8, or don't buy a Lamborghini or Rolex and put it into a content, a mastermind, like things to better yourself. My personal belief is better yourself is a simple game of this. I actually think most people need to downsize and simplify at scale. Maybe not as crazy as what your parents did, but that was an extreme version that actually has a ton of merit.
Well, they left LA.
Yeah, think about the time we were in America that led to a lot of that kind of behavior. And I actually think there's a lot of truth in it. Like, it's so funny because I'm so into business, I'm into all this other stuff that I love. So it's not obvious what's actually happening in my wiring, but I just want more simplicity for people. The more simplicity you have, and for me, simplicity comes in the form of judgment. The thing that I'm trying to think as much about as possible is how do I have a conversation that might impact someone positively about the concept of judgment, and it actually starts with yourself. The thing that I'm really hot on right now is, of course, so many people are judging each other. They start with themselves. I just wish people wouldn't beat themselves up so much. Like, I hate when people are like, oh, but Gary, you don't get it, I'm so ambitious. I'm like, I'm the fucking craziest ambitious person I've ever met in my life. That doesn't mean that if I don't win this year or this decade that I think I'm a piece of shit. That's not healthy. And I definitely don't have envy. Envy is a framework of conversation that has to be eliminated. How can you envy someone when you don't know them? You know a piece of them. You know a headline of them. You might like something that's going on with them. How can you actually envy somebody that you know nothing about? We just have to simplify. Simplify, but like for me, it's so simple to be content and hungry as fuck at the same time. I've come to know that that's confusing and sounds like a contradiction, but I have to continue to unpack it because in that is fucking everything. It's the whole game. When you like want it more, like I want to be the greatest human that ever lived. I genuinely swear on my children's health as I sit in front of you here right now that when I die in 55 years, when I'm in heaven doing my Google shit, I'm gonna look down and I'm like, okay, good, 7 billion people came to my funeral. That's how I wake up every day trying to navigate my life. At the same token, if it all ended tomorrow and 9 people came, that's fine too. And finding that balance of extremities to make it balance, not like something that's confusing, is something we have to talk more about. And so to answer your question in a very long-winded way, what I would say to that person is break it down, get simpler, tune out the noise. Most of all, tune out your own noise against yourself. Everybody else is gonna have judgment on you. You need to be your #1 fucking fan for real, not kidding.
I DJ, I make music, I make beats, I record music, I, make clothes, I brand, blah, 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 blah.
You're a Renaissance man.
Yeah. And that's, I feel like that's super normal right now.
It is super normal, because the internet lets you do that.
Yeah, and a lot of people try to get you to focus on one thing. But
They're
if I
fucking
focus
wrong.
on one thing,
The
I'm
people that
super bored.
the people that try to get you focused on one thing are the people that focus on one thing and are boring as fuck.
So I guess with all of that, I'm trying to figure out good ways to grow in all of those spaces more than I have been. It's not going poorly. It's not going amazingly. So it's kind of one of those things where if you're trying to...
Ready? Let me break it down. you could actually get more followers and get more paper if you just go, potentially, if you go all in on whichever one of those 6 things you're best at. You could. You also wouldn't be fucking you, and you wouldn't be happy.
Yes.
So my big thing to the fucking world is, would you rather be happy and have a little less following and a little less money, or would you rather be sadder and have more following, a blue check, and a couple more dollars? It's a real simple question. Now, my favorite part, what I actually know in my soul, is if you actually stay the course and are just yourself the whole way, you're always one piece of content, either an anime, either in a beat, either in a rhyme, either in a thing. You're always one moment away from things popping off. And then you can say, wait a minute, this just went viral. This just went fire. Drake just like this. What do I do? Then you can decide if you want to go all in on that thing at that moment. But it was that happiness and that continuous making that allowed you to get to that serendipity. So I don't think it's an either or. I actually think you will be bigger, make more money if you stay the course of being Renaissance man. It just takes time, bro. I fucking made videos for 6-7 years before anybody gave a fuck.
Oh yeah, I know that's the thing. And I've already, I've accepted doing everything. I've been through many years of my friends telling me, you should just be a photographer. You should just make music. You should just, do whatever. And so I'm past that. I'm at that point. But it really just sounds like you're saying, just keep grinding it out and it'll come to you.
Yes, because you'll be happy. Some people are not talented and they eventually never really make it, but there is one other overlay. How long have you been following me?
Years. I actually was one of those watch daily V, and then I stopped. I'm not too much a fan of weekly V, so I got into it and I was like, this isn't for me, and I've sort of moved on. But it's probably been 5 years in total.
So now a really important question. When I started going ham a year plus ago on TikTok, how quickly did you go on, or did you?
I just started. I've been trying to
Let's stop right there. That. I'm gonna give you something real powerful here, bro. Yes, keep grinding, but please understand that when there's a new platform and there's a land grab of attention, next time, go hard. Yeah, Promise me this, Dave. Promise me this. I've got now 15 years of being right about this shit. In 18 months, in 36 months, in 48 months, when I'm like, Lollipop is the shit. Everybody get on Lollipop. Make your fucking augmented reality fucking icon. Go. I'm telling you, Lollipop. This is just like TikTok. This is just like Twitter. That next time, Dave, I need you to fucking go immediately blindly being like, I fuck with Garyvee, fuck it. I'm not making the same mistake. Because if you go on TikTok today versus when I fucking told everybody to go on it, you left fucking millions of views on the table. You can't get big like that no more because everyone's on the top.
Yep. I know that's the thing. I think I was concerned about, I think yesterday you talked about how every social network starts as one thing and then becomes everything. Yeah, yes. Exactly. So I immediately am like, I'm not dancing, I'm not making memes, I'm not doing blah, 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 things that don't work with my personality. And so I avoided it because my personality wasn't linking with This is why I always say to people, watch what I do, not what I say. I went on there and fucking made Garyvee shit. Mm-hmm. I didn't make TikTok shit, I made Garyvee shit. Right? And the next time fucking Lollipop comes out, whatever's going on in Lollipop, you don't make Lollipop shit, you make Black Dave shit. Got it? This is very important. You have to ask yourself what your relationship is with money. It's imperative. So much of my luck is because I don't like it enough. All my friends are like, all my friends have, I have so many friends that have moved to Puerto Rico and Miami and Texas. It's fucking out of control, right? And they love to razz me. They're like, you're in fucking, not only are you in New York, you're in New York City, you're paying city tax. They'll go on a whole 13 and I make real money, that's real money. And they'll go on a 13-minute fucking rant. And then I'm like, I don't care. And they're just baffled. I'm like, I like New York. I need the action. I don't want to fucking live in LA or Miami or Puerto Rico or fucking Ecuador. I want to live in fucking Manhattan.
And so like, but for other people, they love money. And guess what? Zero judgment. Who the fuck am I? Fuck me, I don't care. If they wanna move from LA to fucking Austin, Texas, knock yourself out. If you wanna move from fucking Connecticut to fucking the outskirts of Miami, have a fucking ball.